big up, everybody. This is just a random one from the Yeti. So it's just a random stream, late night stream. Felt like streaming, so why not? Got the guy Jazz coming on at some point, and also Steve McCalla as well, who knows everything about European football. He watches every single game. I don't know how he has the time, but he does. So just waiting for them to come in. How's everyone doing? Great stream earlier. Really enjoyed it with Wolf and Hot Fuzz. Just talking about the games for the weekend. Yeah, big up, man. I'll be there soon. Big up, bro. Yeah, no problem, man. You take your time. And you know what? We're just going to talk about different things. It's a totally random stream. It's total random stream talking about different things and you know, just chatting and just having a laugh, really. That's all it's about. And that's what everything's about anyway in life. So, we've got West Ham coming up on Sunday. Interesting game. Got my guy Strasbourg Stephen here. So I'll just pick him up and bring him in now. How you doing, my dude?
Oh, what's going on, Matt? How you doing?
I'm all good, man. How are you?
Same, man. I'm pretty good. Bit tired, but I'm about to turn on some what's it called? Argentine football on. So that's all I'm
What do you think about Newcastle so far?
Oh, just the season in general, man. Like, yeah, it's some highs and some lows. Probably a bit more highs than lows. It's fun, man. I'm having a good time. Like, we've had some monster fucking wins, like fucking 5-1
Yeah.
Villa, 4-1
Mm.
PSG, destroyed Man United away with the freaking like B team, C team, whatever you want
Yeah.
to call it. Beat Arsenal 1-0, freaking 4-0 versus Palace. And like that's all so far, and it's just November. It just turned November, so it's like
Yeah, well, you're building, aren't you? I mean, you're not in the same frame as us, but I mean, you're building towards getting to the top four and actually starting to break into the top levels, which I think you are doing. But I think you got a lot of injuries now, aren't you?
yeah, but it happens to everyone. It happens to
Mm.
everyone. So it's like,
Yeah,
yeah, some
exactly.
get it worse than others, but happens with everyone. And we've gotten results despite the injuries too. So it's even less of an
Mm.
excuse because I know that we're capable of it. Not every time, because you can't win every game of flag. I get that.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we're doing about what I was expecting. I think we'd finish about third in our Champions League group. We're
Yeah.
fourth, so like we could end up third or we could end up top. Like that group is still it's 8, 7, 6, 5. Or
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you got the hardest group, to be fair.
yeah, and that's what I wanted. That's what I wanted.
Mm.
Like everybody wants to
Mm.
play the big
You want a
team.
challenge, don't you?
Gives you
You want
gives
the
you that shot of
challenge.
adrenaline. It gives the guys you can see what our weaknesses are when we come up against opposition outside of the Premier League, outside of England. So that's
Yeah.
always good. It's like the manager, he'll learn things and we'll have some success. So it's like, yeah, I'm all for it. I always wanted the hard group, always.
Well,
Because
I mean, exactly. I mean, real people want it the odd way instead of actually, I mean, look at Arsenal's group. I mean, they should have been top of that before that, to be fair.
yeah, but also the fact I think that group was like because I watched a lot of PSV. They just have a different mentality in Europe when it comes to Um, and it's not even a quality problem. They're
Mm,
still the same size. It's literally a mentality problem with
yeah,
PSV.
yeah, yeah.
Um, but they do they're a good side. I actually picked them to win the group to be fair because I thought wow
Mm,
they really impressed me and they're building a good squad and all that. So it's like and Sevilla away, Arsenal passed that test. Give them credit there,
yeah,
absolutely. Lons away, I knew
yeah.
they would draw that. so I wasn't overly critical on them because I saw it coming from a mile away. So it's like,
Mm.
man, I just they have an easy group, but it's not as quite as easy as people see it.
Well, I mean, it's Champions League, so I mean, they're all got,
They're all there for a
they're all
reason.
there for a reason, aren't they? At the end of the day, so I mean, you can't look at any of them and sort of take them lightly or anything like that. But
Yeah.
Arsenal for me, I mean, like against Lens, I mean, they lost against Lens or Lens or Lens or whatever you call it.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. I mean, and the thing is, I mean, do you think Arsenal are going to really go that far? Is Jez, man?
Hello, man.
Big up, my dude. How you doing, man?
What's up,
Had a,
Jess?
bit, I had a bit of trouble there, man. Had a bit of trouble.
Yeah.
Getting
What,
in.
getting in?
Yeah.
Yeah. What, with all the ads and all that kind of stuff? I ain't seen any of that because I only just use this,
Mm.
so I never see them because obviously I'm on it. But
Do you like this more than StreamYard?
I'm not sure. I mean, you can have 6 people in this free, whereas on
Nice.
StreamYard you can only have 4. So this has got some good points. I think the one main reason I use this more than StreamYard is because you've
Mm.
got the other countdowns, whereas on StreamYard you've only got the
No,
one.
that's
If
a
you
good point.
pay for it, then
Yeah, I
fair
paid
enough, you
for
get
it.
more.
Yeah.
But the thing is this is like £15 in this country, whereas StreamYard's about 20. So,
Mhm.
you know,
I
you
pay for
got to
my
work
I
out
pay
your
for my
budget,
StreamYard,
don't
but
you?
I use it a lot, so it works.
Mm, mm. I think I probably will go back to StreamYard eventually because I mean you
Mm.
can't. There's nothing you can do on here free. To be
Yeah.
fair, I mean there is a lot you can do on here free. I mean
Mm.
I've not had any messages saying, "Oh, you've had 19 hours of streaming, so you can't stream anymore,"
Yeah,
which is
like,
what you get on StreamYard. So
that's
it
true.
depends.
That's
Thing
true.
is, I don't make any money. So if I was
Yeah.
making money, then maybe I
Yeah.
would do it. But I don't know.
Mm. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. What's up, Jazz? By the way, how you doing, man? You there, Jazz? Oh, there you go.
He's pissed off because somebody's fucking wound him up.
Oh yeah. Something happened in the. I saw. I saw something in the group chat. But
I
I was
think
like,
he's on
I
the
got
phone actually.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Sorry, Jess.
Well, I'm not sure. I think he's on the phone. But I mean,
Yeah,
did you watch our game last Sunday?
against Villa.
Yeah.
Yes.
We was awesome, man.
Yes. I thought you were
That is a
far more efficient. I thought you did an
man.
excellent job of neutralizing Diaby. I thought
Yeah,
you forced them into so many bad chances, or
yeah,
not bad chances.
yeah,
What's the way? All their shots, they just skied them. They skied
yeah,
so many of their
yeah.
shots. I'm trying to think if what's it called? What's it called? Not Turner in goal. Oh my God, who's your goalkeeper? I'm blanking. Why am I blanking on your goalkeeper?
Well, I call him Dave because I think it's on this easy or
Oh,
whatever. I don't know
Odysseus.
what his name. Yeah,
Odysseus.
yeah, him. Yeah,
Blanchardimos
yeah, him.
Odysseus. Yes.
Right.
I
Thank you.
forgot.
Thank you so much for that. I don't have
Blanchardimos.
to call him Dave anymore.
Just call him Vlach. That should work.
See, us
Vlach.
Brits, right? Us Brits, if we get a foreign player comes over, we can't pronounce their names. We just call them Dave.
Just call
It works, mate. It
Yeah.
works. We just
Yeah.
call him Dave. I did Jazz anyway, man.
Oh, good.
Alright.
Sorry, I had to take a call there from Kenny Ken.
Yeah. I thought he was. He can come on if he wants.
No, he's got his daughter there, man. So
Okay, man. Yeah, no worries.
yeah. It's quite interesting though, isn't it?
Mm,
I just put this out there. If you know, I'm not going to name names, but people want everybody on their channel. When you want them on your channel, like tonight, you,
mm,
Oh no, can't make it. Can't make it. Can't make it.
Mm.
Fuck them, man.
Fuck 'em, mate. Fuck 'em. At the end of the day, you know, the main thing what I like to do is, even though I'm a small streamer myself, I still like to big up small streamers.
Yeah.
You know, because
Grow as a community.
yeah, you know how it is when you're a small streamer. You don't know how it's gonna go. You know, we still need to do that show, whereas we talk about what it's like to become a YouTube streamer, because it's like, it's such a vast thing, and it's so sort of tense and nervy at the start. And I still do think we need to do that show where we talk about it and actually, yeah. I mean, it's like when I first started. I mean, it's not now. Before, I didn't know about the private streams, whereas I
Yeah.
probably would have done like a load of private streams before
Right.
just to get comfortable.
Right.
I just went with it, and it
Jump,
turned out that
you jump right into the water.
yeah, it just turned
Cannonball and all.
I was good at doing what I was doing, and I'm decent on the camera. I never thought I was gonna be, but I am, and and I knew I had all the chat, I knew I had all the wit and all that kind of stuff, but
Yeah.
you never know how it's gonna go.
Right.
And Carl Rossi, for instance, says that he wants to do like a few private streams just to get into it, and I think that's a good way to go. To be honest, what do you guys think?
I think you're right. I think you're right. If somebody's interested in doing it, I think you're quite correct in what you're saying. If you haven't if you haven't been on a lot of streams on other guests as a guest,
Mm.
It's a daunting task. I mean, even though
Yeah.
I've done 2 years of going on Lee's and all that. When I first did my first ever live jobby, I was crapping myself, man.
Mm.
Seriously. I mean, it was like you're on your own, you're flying solo, and you're like, oh, this is hurting. But after 2 or 3, this is what I said to Mr. B, bless him, when he first did his first thingy bob. I said, you're going to crap yourself, man, because it's all easy coming on other channels as a guest. But when you do it yourself, it's a totally different story.
Yeah,
Totally
100%.
different, because it's just you. You're on your own, and you are just there to be shot down. And
Yeah.
And respect to anybody that does do it. Fair play. It's not easy. It's not for everyone. It is not for everyone, because you're going to get the idiots come in. They're going to give you shit. They're going to give you hate. I mean, I've had them. Other people have had them. You've had them. It's the way of YouTube and other platforms. But you just got to take it in and say, well, if you don't like it, fuck off. At the end of the day.
Yeah. That's why I don't.
Actually, you know what? I said I was going to do that stream, but this stream is going to be that now.
Yeah.
When we first start doing YouTube, and to like say to people how it is and all this, that, and the other. See, thing is, I used to do Twitch for ages. I've done Twitch for a long time. Yeah, and I never had my face on cam. I did it. I did it once, and my PC took a shit and went, "No, you can't do that at the same time as streaming." So it's probably because it saw my face and went, "No, we're not having that face on screen." But and then I started doing YouTube, and I just went live, and I find it so easy, to be honest. But that's not going to be everybody.
Exactly.
So I mean, what was it like for you the first time you did it, Steve?
I just wanted to talk football, because to keep in mind, I live in a country where it's not the main topic of conversation. The other sports are.
Big up,
The
Dow, man.
NFL, NBA, and all that.
Come on if you want.
Yeah, hell yeah, get on, Guna.
Good old Dow.
Come on, Dow. No, but I just. Oh, sorry, go on.
No, it's all right. I've got to invite him. It's all right saying you can come on, but I've got to invite him first.
I was just saying, like my first experience on YouTube, I didn't give a fuck, bro. I just wanted to talk football with someone. And I was just like,
Fair
wow,
play.
this YouTube
Yeah.
thing is awesome. Like I really, it's amazing meeting just football from all around the world, man. From all around the world.
Mm.
It isn't just
Mm.
Premier League stuff. It's I got friends who watch, French football, German, football here in the States, or Brazilian football or whatever. Like, I couldn't care. I don't care if people in the comments, they can say whatever they want. I'll never meet
Mm.
them in real life. They're not relevant to me. The only
Yeah.
critique I take is from people that are relevant in my life and that actually
Yeah.
want to, that are actually helpful, that are actually going to
Yeah.
give advice that they mean it when they say it, and it's not just to fucking not to just be a dickhead. But not everyone has that kind of way.
No, they
Some
don't.
people
They
do.
don't.
Some people really do get bothered, and some people really don't take it well. Which
Mm.
that is what it is, man. But
Which is another thing I would say is the people that do struggle, and the person called Izzy, that Kenny Kem was on about the other day, that's getting all the hate from Forest fans and all this, that, and the other. Jump on our community, man. You won't get any of that, and if you do, we'll fucking deal with it. We'll actually fucking back them off.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, bro, that when people are like, how do I do this? How do I do this? You know what it is? Sometimes you just gotta jump in. You just gotta jump in the water. Just you know, we've all been there as a kid or adult when you're going in a pool and you're like, this water's cold, man. I don't want to jump in. And then someone just shoves you in. And then it's like, oh, it's actually not that bad, you know?
That's probably how I did it, because I always used to jump in.
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
I was like, fuck it. It's the deep end, but whatever. You know, you jump in, you go flying down the bottom, and you're like, shit, I'm gonna die. But you know what I mean?
Sometimes
Whatever.
you just got, but
it's a fun ride.
Sometimes you just gotta. But yeah, that's how I do it, man. I just want to talk football, and I don't care if people.
Well, I was eating teriyaki, so he's not coming on at the minute. Big up to Tony Ibarra, big up, Jez, and Google of Football, Steve Free Legends. Wow. He is the Google of football. He knows everything, man. How you doing, Wolf, mate? You can jump on if you want. It's a free stream. It's all about starting out your YouTube and giving people advice on the way it goes. And just to get on with it. And if you're having any issues, there's people here for you, man.
Yeah,
there's totally people here for you.
For every asshole that makes a comment about you, there's someone that likes your opinions or likes the way you do things. So that's the other thing.
Absolutely.
The world's the world is not completely full of one thing and absent of the other. It's not black or white. There's always balance. The truth always lies in the middle. You got to keep that in mind too.
Fuck the haters, man. Fuck the haters.
They'll never meet you.
What about you, Jez, when you first started? Because it's like Lee Gunner was saying, like, oh, you need to do your own channel. You need to do your own channel. How did that go for you? Because I know you've had a lot of hate by that dickhead fucking P. Haywood, who tried me at one point and he's never bothered again. Which is because I just owned him. To be fair, just absolutely owned him.
Well, it's strange, really, because I had absolutely no intentions of doing YouTube. No intentions at all. I used to just enjoy.
You didn't. Oh,
wow.
I used to enjoy going on Lee's, chatting with Kenny, chatting with other fellas that came on. Dow, probably one of the first ones I got to know.
Yeah.
And I just thought, this is good fun. I enjoy it. It's good. No pressure on me. I can just sit here and talk a lot of bollocks, And it became the point where people in the chat were saying, Jez, you've got to do your own channel. You've got to do your own channel. Blah, 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 blah. And then Lee and Kenny were saying, Jez, you've got to do your own channel. And I used to say to Kenny, well, if I'm going to do one, you got to do one.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, well, I'll come on yours. And I went, well, right, yeah. And anyway, it went on like that. It went on for quite a while. And it's one night, right? No word of a lie. I just sat here, right? I was chatting to Gracie May.
Yeah.
And because she had a YouTube channel, and I'd popped on her streams a couple of times. And I was chatting to her, and I said, Gracie, how do you set up a YouTube channel? And she was trying to talk me through it, right? And I was making a cock's arse of it. And I said, I ain't got a clue what I'm doing.
Of course.
I ain't got a clue what I'm doing. And she went, do you want me to do it for you? And I went, well, would you mind? And she said, Jez, it will take me 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So I said, right.
That makes you feel even worse. When someone says it'll take me 10 minutes and it's taking you ages.
Well, she's a young lady that they're into all this. They're into
Call
all
it,
this.
Big up Gracie May.
tech
Big up
savvy.
Gracie May.
Of course, big up Gracie.
Yeah.
Tech
Big up
savvy.
Gracie May.
Jazz. We're
She
tech
said,
savvy.
look, I need to set you up a new Gmail.
Mm.
I had a Gmail account. She said, we need to do a separate one. I said, right. So I said, look, I'll give you carte blanche. You set it up, set up the password, and away you go. And she did. Right. And she come back to me literally 10 minutes later, and she said, Jez, you've now got a YouTube channel. I told her what to call it. I said, asked all the history and more, right?
That's a good name. I've always liked that name, by the way.
It is a good name.
So she set up the new Gmail thingy, set up the password. She went into the YouTube thing, did what she had to do, came back. She said, right, it's all there. These are the details. Now go and change the password. Why? And she said, well, because I've got access to it and I don't want to. I said, well, fair enough. So I went and changed the password. Easy to do, right? So then the next night, I was again chatting to Gracie, and she said, I said, I'm going to do a stream tonight. And she went, good luck. Well, I said, thank you. And I just, basically, all I did, just put it out there. I didn't actually use StreamYard. I actually went onto YouTube and did it.
Yeah.
YouTube, right?
Oh, right. Yeah.
And I did it. And I just sat there and I went, right, guys. No, a lie. That night, I did a stream with Lee and Kenny. And I said to Lee, I've got a surprise for you. I'm going live after your show. I've got a YouTube channel, right? So Lee, bless him, he went, right, let's get on this. And so he at the end of his stream, he said, what's the link? I told him the link, and he sent over at the appointed time, God knows how many people. So I've gone live, and I said, right, I started live about 10 minutes late. I was sitting here thinking, oh God, what have I done? What have I done? Right? So then I went live, and I was like, oh shit. There was like 500 people watching.
Wow.
Whoa.
I'm like, what the fuck?
That is mental, isn't it?
So I was like, I can't remember it now. I was like, evening, everyone. This is my first YouTube channel. Just introducing you to my setup. It's going to be all about the Arsenal. And I just let it flow.
Yeah.
I am quite a natural speaker. And I just let it go. And I streamed for about 40, 45 minutes. Lee came in the chat. Kenny came in the chat. Gracie May was in the chat. A lot of people that I had been chatting with for a long, long time. Yeah. And all of a sudden I was watching, the subs were going tick, 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 tick.
Wow. That's amazing. Mind you, you're from London, so I mean, they can all talk shit for days, can't
Absolutely.
they?
Absolutely. It's all bullshit. So by the end of the show, I had something like 520 subs. And I thought, fuck me, I'm going to have about 10,000 in a couple of months. And that's when you suddenly realize it gets hard.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now
yeah.
I was fortunate because I had a lot of support from Lee and Kenny. Gracie May, bless her, setting a channel up for me. So
Mm,
it was quite easy for me to get a good start, right?
yeah.
But the fact of the matter is, it's not easy. It's hard work, guys, isn't it?
Mm.
Yeti, Steve, it is hard work because you have to keep putting it out there, and that's why, like, we've got the international window.
I'm going to disagree with that, to be honest.
Sorry.
I'm going to disagree with that, to be honest, because I find it one of the most easiest like work lives I've ever had.
I
to be
think
fair.
I think when Jez says easy, correct me if I'm wrong, Jez. What I took from what you said was you didn't mean easy as in like talking on camera. You mean planning streams, thumbnails, subjects to talk about, engaging with the comments and the video at
Yeah,
the same time.
yeah.
Like
I get you. Yeah, I
it
get
can
you.
get yeah. I feel that. I probably
I'll be honest, guys.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, right? Since I've started doing this, I find it like the most easiest thing I've done because it's like I hear loads of streamers turn around and say, I've been streaming for 10 hours. It them fucking likes you wankers and all this kind of stuff. And I'm sorry, but at the end of the day, you're just in your room. You've got a microphone in front of you, and you're just talking. As if you would be if you were sat in a pub or something like that. So I'm not disrespecting the fact that people say it's not easy. I just don't think it's that difficult, to be honest. I think you're just being yourself. So,
I
I
agree with
mean,
you.
if you,
I do
you know
agree.
what I mean?
But the thing is, what is difficult, right? When you get to a certain number of subscribers, yeah, and you want to maintain that, you've got to come out with good content because
Yeah.
I,
But
I,
when you get as big as you, yeah, I can understand
I mean, I'm not big, man. I'm not big. I mean,
that.
but if you've got like, I'm not far off 5,000 now, so
Yeah, big up to you, man.
you've got to keep people entertained. So you've got to come up.
Yeah.
I don't want to be the man that sits here talking about the same shit that everyone else is talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Like come next
True.
week, we got the transfer international break, so it's going to be difficult to find topics to talk about.
Yeah.
Hence, I thought I'd get ahead of the game, and I'm going to do some like back to my history stuff, talking about like I did the other night, the firms, and then tonight.
Yeah. Oh, that was brilliant. That was. I tell you what, mate. That was brilliant. I said like, be careful about what you do there and stuff like that. And the way you did it was absolutely quality, mate.
Thanks.
I'm just going to say absolute quality.
Well, thanks for saying that, man.
No worries.
And then I did one tonight about some of my experiences home and away. And I'll do a couple. I'm going to do a couple. People keep asking for it because they want to hear my experience.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do a
You got
couple.
cool. You got some stories, yeah.
And
I've got some myself, but we'll
them.
have to do another stream where we've got
Let's do a collab. Let's do a collab.
Yeah, 100%, man, 100%. Because I've got a few stories myself as well from like back in the day, so we've got to do it.
We can talk about. Yeah, let's do that next week. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Arsenal, Nottingham Forest.
Newcastle. The fuck.
Well, we can talk about them as well if you want.
You'll get Simbin.
But yeah, let's do that next week. Yeah, guaranteed, defo.
Yeah, 100%, man. 100%.
We can talk about our home and aways and whatever, and your experiences at Nottingham Forest, home and away.
Yeah.
Who came on who and all that bollocks. And yeah, that'd be cool. I can talk about.
Well, not who came on who. That's Pornhub, mate.
Well,
you dirty fucker. you dirty fucker. Yes.
Well, let's do that, man. Let's sort that out. Let's sort that
Yeah,
out. We do
we'll sort that. We'll definitely sort that. And somebody just said in the chat, AFC always, that Ken needs a channel, and he does because he
won't
is
do it,
an
man.
absolute legend. It's not for him though, so you
Well, he
know,
won't do
fair
it.
play.
Don't want to do it.
Yeah, fair play to him. He don't want to do it, but he is an absolute legend. I love that guy to bits. It's
Yeah.
awesome. You know the best thing about this community. You know, you can do these streams with like Jez and like yourself and all this, and you get to a point where you feel like you've known you guys for ages.
Yeah, that's
Hmm.
true.
And I think that's what I love about the streams with Wolf and Otfuzz, Jez, Kenny Ken. You know, you just start to feel like, God, I feel like I've known you guys for ages, and I feel like you're my best mates. I mean,
What?
you probably not. You probably stabbed me in the back if we was in the
Ah.
pub
I
together,
can't
but
fucking stand
you
you,
know.
to be honest. Be truthful.
I don't blame me, mate. I'm an absolute prick, but you know,
The
it
thing is,
just
I think,
it works. So
and Steve, I think you'll agree with this, mate.
Yeah.
I think you'll agree with this, right? I don't think there's anybody in here that's met each other. I've met Kenny,
no,
but that's a different story. The fact of the matter is, we have a community where we can discuss, debate, and make our
Mhm.
comments. Sometimes we don't always agree. That's fair play. and
no. Well,
Yeah.
that's how
that's
it
right.
goes, isn't it?
That's how it is.
Yeah.
But the fact of the matter is, we're all here to hold each other's back.
Yeah.
And I classify every person in the group chats and a lot of people that I'm never going to meet in my life in my channel chat, right? From all around the world. I'm never going to meet these people,
Mm,
right? I mean, it'd be lovely if I could, but it's never going to happen.
mm,
But they come and they listen and they want to hear what I've got to say. If I've got
Yeah.
you on, or I've got Steve on, or Dallon, or TJ, or whoever it may be, they want to hear what we've got to say because we've
yeah.
maybe got a little bit of experience. I mean, the amount, I mean, honestly, dear God, Yeti, right? The amount of comments I've had from my Instagram personal chat about that stream we did about the suicide story thing.
Yeah.
Dear God, for 2-3 days, I couldn't keep up with it.
Mm,
I just couldn't keep up with it, man. It was like, wow, you know, Jez, it's brilliant, this, that, and the other. I had a young girl commenting there. I've been in this position. I'm now clear. I'm happy, and I'm back in the normal family life. And I thought, great, brilliant, brilliant, because
love it.
and that wasn't because of us. That wasn't because of us, but the fact that she actually could relate to that. I mean, I don't know why she was in that position, but she could relate to it.
Yeah.
So that I thought was fantastic.
Yeah.
That's what it was all about.
Yeah, and that's why we reach out and try and, you know, the whole point, like you're saying tonight, if you're going to do YouTube, be aware of the pitfalls because it's not easy, and that's my point.
Definitely. And if you start a YouTube channel and you start getting shit or start getting anything like that, just reach out to us, man. I'm on Instagram,
fucking deal with
LongHaired Yeti.
Yeah,
Just
I'll
drop
deal
me a message. We'll add you to the community. You can start streaming with us or whatever, and let them try and take us lot on because they ain't gonna win that.
Yeah. I'll
Got
fucking
no
get you.
chance. They ain't gonna win that at all. And then they'll be the ones that feel like a little fucking ant.
Yeah.
Not you.
Yeah.
That will fuck them up big style.
Exactly.
Big up DJ, man. Big up DJ. You got it right. You got it right. There's not many people remember that figure, to be fair.
2,585 games, my word. What have those eyes seen? Yeah, exactly. I mean, fucking hell, that is some serious games, that is. I mean, I ain't been to that many games, to be honest. But I mean, you
I
know.
watched that many in a week, to be fair.
Yeah, you 100% have beat Jez on how many you've watched. I mean, there's no doubt about that. I mean, when did you start watching all these games? At what age?
2015.
Yeah.
2014
hell.
was when I got into football in general, the World Cup. I watched Brazil, Croatia. I was just going on TV channels and stuff. Just looking like it's the summer, I'm bored. What's there to watch on TV? And the World Cup was on. I was like, all right, let's check this out. And then after that, it's just hooked. Then the USA played Ghana, and I was like, oh shit, nice. I can get into this. It's USA. John Brooks scored a fucking header in the opening 3 minutes. I've been hooked ever since. I've been hooked.
The thing is with you, Steve, is you're a proper football fan.
Yeah.
Same as what we probably are. We watch all different games. You know what I mean? Whereas a lot of YouTubers are just their own team fans. Where you're a proper football fan. I mean, I don't watch all European games, but I watch most English games, whether it's Championship, Premier League, or
FA
whatever
Cup.
it is. I watch most of them. Yeah, because I mean, you just get into it at an early age, and Jez will agree with me here. Because it's like, I mean, not that Jez don't always agree with me. If he don't, then he gets kicked off the channel. But the thing is, it's like back in the day, there weren't many games on the TV, was there, Jez?
Yeah.
No.
It's like match
You
of the
didn't get
day.
these.
That was
You
pretty
couldn't
much it.
watch games from Brazil and Argentina. Jazz, you probably were able to watch World Cup, an FA Cup game.
I used to watch the World Cups. It's a great one. It's a great tournament, man.
Yeah.
I remember the
awesome.
first World Cup I ever watched was 1970 when it was in Mexico.
Yeah.
And I used to be allowed, if it was a weekend game, to stay up because the games were like 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock at night over here, black and white as well.
Yeah.
And there's no way I could watch them in the week because I'd go to bed at like 8 o'clock, so 7:30, whatever.
Yeah.
My parents used to let me at the weekends sit up and watch. I remember watching the opening game. My first
I'll
ever.
go to Luke, guys.
It was Mexico versus Russia.
Wow.
And I was so excited. I was like, oh, yeah, it's a World Cup. It's a World Cup.
Yeah.
And it was a 0-0 draw. And it was like, how disappointing was that? You know what I mean? And that was Mexico 70. But I mean, I've lost interest, Steve, with international football in the last 10, 15 years.
Right.
I just find it boring, man.
And
I
don't like it as much as club football, to be fair. I don't like it as much. I still love it, but like, yeah, there's nowhere, not nowhere near the. Like I said, I still watch. It's just harder to follow.
I ask you as a true football fan because you don't just follow your team or teams, Strasbourg, Newcastle, right? You follow everything in Europe. That's why I've always said,
try to,
you're my guru, man. When it comes to players, I don't listen to anyone. I go to Steve because Steve knows, because you give the honest opinion, and that's that. I go with you because I don't watch the Bundesliga. I don't watch La Liga. I don't watch the Eredivisie or what the fuck you call it.
Yeah.
All that bullshit. I don't. And I'll be honest, I watch the Premier League games.
Yeah.
Because obviously that's the interest to me because it's closest to my club. But the fact that you, as a true football fan, you take your time out to watch it and analyze it, know who the players are, and you give your honest opinion. Fair play.
Yeah.
And that takes respect to do that. I will respect that because I don't do it.
Yeah.
The fact that you do is respect to you, fella.
Yeah, nah, thanks, man. Nah, I can't help it. I can't, bro. It's literally like it's my life now. It's my life, and I'm cool with it. So I make sure to do what I have to do because the world is what it is. You gotta take time for yourself to make yourself happy. You know, you
World's
gotta make
crazy
time.
now, man.
Yeah.
World's going mental.
So football makes me happy. Family,
Yeah,
not
fair
doing that.
play, man.
So I do that as much as possible because everything else,
Yeah,
yeah, life sucks, but there's also good stuff. So it's like you gotta enjoy the good stuff.
100%, 100%. I mean, there's good people out there as well. It's just
Yeah,
finding them, you know.
yeah,
And unfortunately, you get to a point where you get really sort of defensive, so it's hard to find them. So when
yeah.
somebody does approach you and and try to be a good person, you're like, not sure about you. I've got a very sort of X Files mind, conspiracy theory kind of mind.
Oh, same.
So when someone tries to sort of be friends with me and goes a little bit too close, I'm like, "What's your fucking game, mate? What's your fucking game?" Carl Rossi says, on a realer note, you guys, I don't think realize the good that you do for us fans, and furthermore, being an amazing bunch of people. Guys, we're just real. We're just
I go,
real.
Carl.
You know what I mean? We're just real people. We just go on camera and we talk it exactly the way we see it.
Yeah.
And you're always going to get these people that go, like with Jez. I think Jez gets it more than any of us, to be honest, because if Jez agrees with Lee Gunner on one thing, that's it. He's just follows Lee Gunner, and he's not got his own opinions because Lee Gunner said it. But the fact of the matter is if
Mm,
you're a football fan and you see it the way you see it on the
yeah,
pitch and say it the same as somebody else, that don't make you, follow somebody else or take on their opinion.
Mm.
I mean, only dumb people think that, to be
exactly.
honest. I mean, it's just fucking stupid.
The strange,
Everybody's got their own opinion.
Yeah.
strange thing is, Yeti. Um, this is the funny fact, right? People don't see off stream.
Mm,
Mm-hmm.
Lee,
and
Lee,
that's 100%.
Lee, Kenny, and I have debates
Mm,
off stream, and sometimes those debates go in for an
yeah,
hour. I mean, I can tell you, I did player ratings with Matt and Lee
Mm,
maybe 3 games ago. I can't remember when it was. Right, and we were doing the player ratings. It was something like 1 in the morning, our UK time,
yeah.
and we were talking for an hour and 45 minutes.
yeah. Mm,
Like we were live. No, let me correct myself. Let me correct myself. We were live for an hour and 45 minutes when Lee said, "Let's keep this to 15 minutes," and we went, "Yep, yep, yep." Hour and 45 minutes we were talking live,
mm,
right? We
yeah,
then finished the stream. We were talking again for another half an hour off stream,
Oh yeah.
debating because we weren't agreeing with each other.
Mm,
Now we weren't like it was adult debate, and that's the point I want to make
right.
here right now.
mm,
Oh, Carl Rossi's made a great point in there, man. He's made a point. He said, if I started a channel, I'd be wound up by the hate. Fair play to you lot for doing it. Well, Carl, it I get wound up. I do. I go in for them. I mean, I did a show last
mm,
night, Tottenham away. There's a guy on there, he's an Arsenal fan, right? And
Oh.
I absolutely was ripping him a new one. He
mm,
wouldn't have it. He would not have it. And I just said, and I eventually got him to admit at one point. That's all I wanted him to do was admit one point, right? And Steve, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the guy is a nice guy. He's a really
mm,
nice fella. He
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
bollocks.
mm,
He can't argue his opinion because he just comes out with bullshit. He's reactionary.
yeah,
He's just a reaction.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I said to him, if you're going to debate with me, fella, get your facts right. Because I'll take you to the cleaners every time.
100%. 100%.
But, you know, I don't come on here to hate people, but when people come on me, I'll give them shit.
Yeah.
I think you guys know me well enough now.
Unless it's a woman. If a woman comes on me, I don't give a shit.
What the fuck? Fuck off.
True.
You dirty. You dirty dog. You dirty dog.
What I say is what you get, and there's nothing else. That's it. If people don't like it, they don't like it. They don't have to watch. I don't care. Okay,
exactly. I think that's one of the main points about starting a YouTube channel and being a YouTube channel. Sorry, I have to. If I hear it, I have to say it. If I oh fuck, I've lost my train of thought now because everybody's laughing in the chat.
Yeah, well, when you fucking come out of nowhere with that, yeah, it is pretty.
Carry on.
I was just gonna say, yeah, Jez, I agree with what you said. Like, I don't watch things that I don't like to watch. I watch things that I like to watch. So yeah, when people do like the hate thing, I don't get even. I mean, of course we all get wound up sometimes. I usually don't. We all have our days where we just freak out, have a bad day, whatever. But no, whenever I go on, sometimes I'll go on other channels and people will be like, "Oh, you're a yank, you're a fake, you're a this, you're that," and I'm just like, "Bro, I don't care. I know myself more than you do. The fuck? Like, why do I need this stranger's validation? It don't matter to me. It don't matter.
That's the whole point, isn't it? At the end of the day, you're just strangers. You're just strangers. You don't know me.
Yeah.
You don't know me. You don't know what I'm like. If we went out for a beer or whatever, I mean, if you was like that when we went out for a beer, I'd probably punch your fucking head in. But you know, if you was like a decent person and we went out for a beer, you'd probably find that I'm a really good guy as well. You know, and I think that's the main point with YouTube. You know, you have no right to. You can have your opinion, you can give a shit, and all this, that, and the other, and we'll give it back. We're human beings, so we're going to give it back, and then we get demonetized or whatever. You know, we're the ones that suffer in that respect. So, you know, I suppose it's just a learning curve on how you deal with it.
The thing is, though, Yeti, is the people that sit in the chat giving all the hate and all the bullshit, right? If you would actually say to them, right, I'll meet you for a beer tomorrow night.
Yeah.
They'd either one, not turn up, or B, they'd turn up and be sucking your ass as much as they could. Oh, I didn't mean it. Oh, I didn't. Look, you know. Oh, I think you're a really nice guy. I just
then they would get a punch in the face.
With what you're saying, right? And that is what these keyboard warriors are about. Because they've got no bollocks to actually come on stream themselves and say, like, face me out, or face Steve, or you, or Lee Gunner, or whoever, because they're cowards.
Yeah,
exactly.
They're cowards.
They project their shitty lives or whatever they're going through onto others. That's ultimately what it is.
Yeah, 100%.
It's such easy psychology to decode. Bullies are people who feel like shit, and that's not cool. But what 100%. They do is they want other people to feel like shit so that they're on their level. So they pick on people. That's what it is.
And you've also got to take into account there's a seed to that as well. They're like 12 years old and they won't get in the pub anyway.
Well,
exactly.
I'm sure some of them are older. There is and that Pete Hayward's older. I've actually said to that Pete Hayward once, I said, if you want to meet up and have a chat face to face, or if you want to come on camera, I don't want to be. I don't want to show my face on YouTube.
Well, why not?
So I said, well, shut the fuck up then. You know,
Well, I will say you don't want him coming on camera because you'll get cancelled, Jez. But anyway, we'll move on from that. But I mean, Pete Haywood tried me when he came into my stream on the watch along, and I absolutely owned him. Absolutely owned him. Because the thing is, what you've got to understand, right, is you can talk all the shit you want in the chat. I've got a fucking mic. You've got to type.
Yeah.
So I can just say things straight off. You've got to type your bullshit. I can just say it. So I win all the time.
And that's why I like taking the piss out of them.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Funny thing with Pete, he comes and goes. I haven't seen him in my chat for 3 weeks. Because the reason why, he will only appear when Arsenal are doing well. Because that's all he can debate. When Arsenal are shit, right, he can't accept their shit. He has to be like, well, you know, you're wrong because Arsenal are now brilliant and Arteta's this and look at how well we are, blah, 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 and brilliant and all that. Well, when Arsenal are playing shit, man, like when we lost to Newcastle at the weekend, where were you?
Yeah,
You went missing.
100%. Like Carl Rossi says, yeah, I remember that. Yeah, you killed him. Yeah, because I'm on the mic, and if you come for me, you better be ready. Because I don't fuck about.
If you aim for the king, best not fucking miss.
Exactly. 100%. You ain't no Kingslayer, man.
No.
You know what I mean?
A fluke win for Lord Admiral.
That's
He's
what these people do. They go into hibernation until it's time to come out when everything's rosy in the garden. And what these idiots don't look at is they haven't got the brains to analyse actually what is the truth, what's going on at a club.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about this Arsenal. Look at Man United. Look at what's happening there, right? They're in absolute meltdown. and for a club of that size, so they just like hide away until the sun comes out again, and it might be one day. Oh well, Man United were bloody brilliant again. Yeah, blah, fucking brilliant. Yeah, blah 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 blah. Yeah. Oh, Arteta. Oh man, the guys changed the club. This that. They can't.
Yeah, it's just bollocks, man.
That's
it's bollocks, mate. But I'm just going to read this one out from Tony Amora because it's a quality comment. So if he don't like you, you're getting punched in the face. If he likes you, you're getting punched in the face. Only he buys you a beer after. Mate, you ain't getting a beer after. You're going to the hospital, mate. So you ain't getting no beers. But it's true what you say, though, Jez. The thing is, like I said in TJ's chat earlier, the thing is, these owners, haven't got a clue about Arsenal, don't care about Arsenal at all. Yeah, they don't know the history of Arsenal, they're not bothered. And the fact of the matter is the first thing they did, which to me is a major red flag, and it's same as what Fawaz tried to do with Forest, they try and change the culture. And that's exactly what they did. And the biggest turning point for me with Arsenal was Xhaka telling all the fans to fuck off and then dropping the badge on the floor and treading on the shirt and all this, that, and the other. And that was their biggest win for me. That was where it all turned round. And if you get your fans going with the club over the actual team, and its history. If I was able to buy Arsenal tomorrow, the first thing I'd do is I'd build a George Graham statue. I'd put it in front of the Wenger one, or I'd knock the Wenger one down. Oh no, Wenger does deserve some credit, so I'd put the George Graham one in front of him. I'd put the Invincibles stuff on the front of the stadium, not on a fucking shirt, because I think it deserves better than that. And, I would change it. And that is the first thing they did. That's what you do. You change the culture. And that's exactly what they've done.
I mean, that's what our owners did when PIF took over Newcastle. Alan Shearer was back, opened up the bar again because he had a falling out with Mike Ashley. We have a bunch of the Norberto Solano's back, Chaka Hislop, those kind of Shea Given did a tour in the U.S., all that kind of stuff.
Do you think you're doing it right at the moment?
Yes, yeah. Fuck
yeah, I do.
I mean, it's nothing's perfect, but I'm enjoying absolutely. I don't have any complaints. I haven't heard many complaints from.
I think your owners care about Newcastle. I think your owners actually care about the fans. Your fans are absolutely amazing. Second to ours, obviously, because I'm always going to say that. But I think your fans are 100% behind the team. I love what Newcastle are doing. I love what's going on with them. Whereas Arsenal's concerned, that's probably the right word. Really, I'm concerned because if too many fans, like 80% of the Arsenal fan base, are happy with what they're seeing. I mean, that guy the other day talking about Havertz, saying he had his best game against West Ham. He had a great game against Newcastle, which he should have got sent off, and then he shined against Seville. Jez, man, talk to me. What the fuck is this guy on about?
Havertz, man.
Well, what are you talking about? Arteta or what?
No, Havertz.
Havertz.
He's just terrible. What else is there to say?
Mate, I mean, come on. I mean, the guy's just fucking brain dead, isn't he? Seriously. I just don't understand how we get to the level of the football club we are and we employ this type of player. And they just come out and talk absolute fucking bollocks. Seriously. Yeah, the fans lap it up. I mean, I was watching on a channel. Who was it? Whose channel was it? I can't remember who the fuck it was now. It was.
I don't know. North.
Dan
I like that.
All Sides was on there with that silly cow Jess with Khalid. What the fuck are those two silly split asses talking about?
What they say?
They don't know fuck all about football.
No. Ridiculous, isn't it?
Silly fucking idiot Jess. She knows Arsenal. She don't know fuck all about Arsenal. And yet they get away with it. And you get people, seriously, follow these idiots.
It don't make no sense, does it?
Huh?
It don't make no sense that they follow these people that have no fucking idea. What is going on?
They're bigging it up, Havertz. They're bigging it up, Jorginho. What the fuck are they watching? Seriously, man.
I know.
Seriously. And I actually have more problem, to be honest, with people like that than hate in the chat.
100%.
All people in the chat do is they hate on me, they hate on somebody else. I don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck. If anybody's watched any of the streams I've done recently, I've been around the world, I've been round, man. I've had it come on me. Yeah. I'm pretty fucking hardened to it, to be fair. I've had the shit kicked out of me and whatever.
Yeah.
I'll take all that. But I won't take is people bullshitting me, YouTubers bullshitting. They're talking absolute crap, man. And they're promoting this club rubbish. And that is the biggest cancer in this football club. People like that.
100%.
So I'm just going to say, I just want to say this and I'll shut up, mate.
Go on.
We were talking about.
Don't ever have to shut up, mate, on my channel.
If people want to set up a stream, right, and you've got any qualms about doing it, do it. Get out there, have your say. Do not worry about the haters, because the haters are nothing, right? They're nothing. You're never going to see them. They'll just sit there, whine away like little pussies. And if you've got what you want to say, you will beat them every single time. And the way you do it is you just welcome them. And good old Pete, I welcome him. I'm not nasty to him. I welcome to him. And I said, "Oh, good to see you, Pete. Here to talk bollocks again, whatever." And then he goes away.
Yeah.
Because he's defeated straight away.
Because that's what bullies look for, Jez. The bullies want you to react and to get upset and emotional and freak out. And then they'll do it more and more and more and more. That's what bullies do. That's what my mom said to me.
But on in when you're in school, I agree with that, because it's like when you're in school, bullies do that, and the worst thing about bullies in school is it's not the bully, because the bully's an insecure piece of shit, and he's never going to amount to anything. It's the ones that stick with him, because there's always somebody with a bully who's a tough guy who sticks with the bully. And the only reason the tough guy sticks with the bully is because he don't want to be the one bullied. So he actually goes along with him. So they're weak ass shits as well, even though they are tough guys. Do you know what I mean? And that's kind of the way it goes, and that's the way it's gone for ages. But most of the time, a bully is an absolute weak ass piece of shit.
No, they
and he's worried. And if you fucking throw that right and take his fucking chin out, game over, man.
No, exactly.
Or you just don't give them the reaction. Then they'll move on to someone else. If you don't react to
when it's in school, it's in school, the reaction's a different thing.
Sure.
Because it's like, like when you go into prison and somebody starts stealing your food and all this, that, and the other.
Never been to prison, but yeah.
No, I haven't. No, I haven't. I'm not saying I've been to prison, but I'm just saying what I've seen. If you let that guy keep taking your food, he's going to keep taking your food, and everybody then is going to see you like a bitch. So you've got to knock that fucker out, or you've got to cut his throat, or you've got to do something that makes other people not take you like a bitch.
Yeah.
And it's exactly the same as a bully at school. You know, if it's a bully at school, it's not I'm not going to turn around and say it's the easiest thing to do to actually punch the cunt and, oh, bollocks, I've said it again. Punch the idiot. And I've already said it, so it didn't matter. But I'm not saying that that's the right, because some people can't do that. But you've got to find some way around it. But it's mainly the pieces of shit that hang around them and make them the bully that are the problem, because they're gutless little fucks anyway. And the thing is, they will sort out a plan, because they're not daft. The bully will sort out a plan to make sure one of them makes friends with you, and makes out they're your best friend and invites you to something or whatever. And the bullies will be there and they'll fuck you up. And that's what you've got to be careful of nowadays.
I agree with that. The thing is that we were trying to, as a start of this stream, we were saying, if you want to give it a go, give it a go.
Yeah.
And if anybody,
let's get on back on.
Anybody in our community wants to give it a go, you've got every support in the world.
100%.
Here, nobody's going to turn on you. Nobody's going to take the piss. Everybody here would help, support. We've had one of our guys who was in our community. He's got his own stream going now, and he's doing nicely, and fair play to him, respect. It went a bit tits up at one point, but fair play to the fella. He's doing well, and you just do what you got to do, because at the end of the day, if you've got a determination to achieve in life, and if it's something you want to do, to have a little community on YouTube, then just do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Don't let
Just
people
go with it.
Don't let people and what they might do take away from what you want to do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Good point, Steve.
Because then it's like, what's the point? What's the point? If you're only doing things based off what other people are saying, there's no point then. Do what you want to do. If you want to go doing something, if you want to go and do something, go and do it. Go give it a shot.
Yeah. Just be yourself.
Yeah, that's the
Just
biggest
be
thing.
yourself, whether you're on camera or whether you're not on camera or whatever. Just be yourself.
Yeah.
And that's the only thing you can do. There's nothing else you can do. If you start acting it up and doing this, that, and the other, then people will see through that. So don't do that.
Yeah, exactly.
Totally
We all like each other on here for what our personalities are, who we are. You guys don't like me for any other reason than what I present, because it's who I am. Like,
that is it. I mean, the thing is, Steve, you've made a very valid point there, right?
Yeah.
We all go on different streams, right? Yeah, don't we? We don't always agree all the time,
which is fine.
No.
Yeah.
And that's what open debate, adult debate is about.
Yeah.
I mean, I was on a stream earlier. No, I wasn't on there. I was watching it.
Yeah.
Young Fran Galazzo's channel. There's a guy that goes on there, and he's absolutely besotted with Fran, right? And I've been watching.
What does that word mean? Sorry, upset.
Obsessed.
Yeah, he's obsessed.
Kind of obsessed. He's obsessed with her.
Like a creepy way, like a fucking.
So he loves her to bits, kind of thing.
He's like, and I've been watching this guy comments for months when she streams, and I mean, I know she took the summer out, and that's fair play and respect. But the last few months I've been watching him since she's been back. So tonight he was giving it some talk, and I was like, oh yeah, okay. So I threw a question into him. And I said, so when you were at Highbury, whereabouts in the ground did you used to be? And he came out and he said, North Bank, middle. I said, was that when it was terraced, or was that when it was seated? And he went, terraced. I went, all right. Where were you when it was seated? Oh, I used to be. No, a lie. Let me forget that. Sorry. He said, oh, when it was seated. But I said, oh, well, where were you when it was terraced then? And he went, oh, lower east or somewhere. I said, the lower east was never terraced. It was always seated.
You see, Jez, you can't do that to Jez.
Fucking bullshit.
I said the lower west was always seated. I said the upper east was always seated, as was the upper west, because as a little kiddie, I used to be in the upper west with my granddad.
Family section or something?
Sorry?
Was it a family section or something? Or
there's no such thing as a family section then, was it?
The upper tier. And I used to go with my granddad because I was only a little kiddie at 7, 8, 10, whatever. And he wouldn't take me in the North Bank.
The family thing only came in like a few years ago.
Yeah, I mean, so I said to him, oh, right. When you were in the North Bank, if you were in the North Bank, you must have you're in the same place as I was, so I probably know you. And he was like, went quiet. And I said, name a few of the names of the guys that you used to go to games with. I said, I'm sure I might know some of them. I said, I can name you right now. probably 350 people I used to know that were in the North Bank.
Damn.
And he was like, well, yeah, and his comment came back. You won't fucking believe this, right? Right. His comment came back. Well, I used to go there on my own, and I used to be there with 5 people.
Mm.
So I said, well, you sat with 5 people. Yeah. And you can't tell me their names. Well, it's a long time ago. I can't remember. I'm not a drinker. I didn't used to go to pubs. I was like, well, I never asked you that.
Yeah.
What I said was,
If you're not a drinker, you could sure remember the names.
And
Well-
some people are alcoholics and they have amazing memories. So
I'm-
it's a
I can remember the names, and I've always been
been
a
a
drinker.
fucking drinker since I was like 22, right? But I
Yeah.
can still tell you right now, when it was terraced, the 350 to 400 people I fucking knew in the North Bank.
Yeah,
In all
well, I mean, I
sense
can't
of-
remember that many, but I can.
But you know what I mean? I mean, when you went for like 20 plus 25 years in the North Bank, right?
Mm,
I knew a lot of people,
Yeah.
especially living in the community.
mm.
Right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so I said to him, well, you can't name 5 people that you went to a football match with. Well, no, I didn't go with them. I used to go on my own, but I used to be there. So you're not telling me you sat in row 6, sorry, row S, seat 36, block 9, and you sat with Yeti, Steve, Kenny, Lee. You can't tell me that. You
Big
can't
up, Danny, my guy.
You can't remember that? And I'm like,
That is just
you-
ridiculous, man.
you
That's
are
hilarious.
a fake. I knew he was a fake. I've
Yeah.
known it for months and months and months. I said to him, "You're a fake.
Yeah.
I can call a fake. I can smell you
Yeah.
a mile away. Because if you go, and as Kenny Ken agreed with me. That was the phone call I took from Kenny Ken when I was
Yeah.
right.
Right.
As Kenny said, if you are in the seating, right, the seating, you know everyone around you that goes every week in, week out. You know them.
Okay, yeah, it just happens, doesn't it? You end up talking to
It's
people, you end up
natural.
getting to know people. So it's bullshit, man. Absolute bullshit.
I called him out, and like the thing is, bless Fran, bless her.
Yeah.
She wouldn't react to it. I knew she wouldn't. I don't blame her. I don't blame her because she's not got the experience to do it, right? But I also called her sister out. Her sister used to be a Man United fan.
Yeah.
She's now a fucking Arsenal fan.
Fucking hell.
She came straight in tonight, right? Straight in tonight. Yeah. Yeah. Evening, all you gooners. And I went fucking straight through her throat.
I'm getting sick of that Gooners thing.
I said, how dare you call yourself a gooner? You don't even know what a gooner is. Show some fucking respect.
If they knew,
I'm getting sick of that Gooner
if they
thing.
knew,
mate,
if
to
they
be
knew what
honest.
fucking gooners meant, they'd never say it in their life again.
Yeah.
Actually, no, never mind. If they were to teleport back into the fucking 80s and they were a gooner, they would never do it again because they're like,
I would never
not
call
about
myself a gooner because I was never part of them.
Yeah, because you're
But
not.
that's down to the club, to be fair.
You're not about
That's down to the club, to be fair, because the club keeps calling. Yeah, but it is because the club keeps calling the fans gooners.
I thought it was.
I mean, what? Right, back in the day, right? If you watch that video, what I posted on Instagram, yeah, 70s casuals, yeah, and it basically Bill Shankly turns round and says, yeah, Matt Busby, not Bill Shankly. I don't know where I got that from. Matt Busby turns round and says about the Man United fans, we have no affiliate with them. We'd rather drop them in in the middle of the sea. Yeah, and all fans, all the clubs put themselves so far away from the hooligan elements, and when we've got no affiliate with them, they don't mean anything to us, and all this, that, and the other. The only fucking team, the only club on this planet that with clueless fucking managers and clueless fucking owners would actually associate themselves with the hooligan element is fucking Arsenal. And to call your fan and to keep doing tweets going, oh, up the fucking Gooners and all this, that, and the other. What a fucking shambles your club is to actually take on that part. It's like us taking on, all of a sudden turning around and calling our fans the executive crew. It's fucking ridiculous, man. All the clubs fucking branched away from all that hooligan kind of stuff. But the clueless fucking Arsenal fucking take it on big time and start calling themselves Gooners. That is disgusting, man. That is
It's not
disgusting.
even. I don't even think it's disgust. The word I would use is just incredibly. What's
naive.
Yeah.
Incredibly naive, man.
Like it's just like, bro, you're really.
And you got all these fucking YouTubers.
Imagine
if you said
Gooners in the wrong part of London, could you get fucking stabbed? Yeah.
You'd be all right now. Back in the day, you probably wouldn't be. I mean, Jez can tell you that because he did the firms thing the other day. So Jez can tell you what it would mean if you called yourself a Gooner back in the day.
You'd never dream of calling yourself. But the thing is, what is little known, and I mentioned it tonight in the show I did tonight, right? The original firm, the Herd, they've moved away. It started off, they were called the Herd, then it became the Gooners, because that was the name given to the firm by away fans. So they transitioned into the Gooners, right? The fact, a little known fact, is the Herd are still around. It's just they don't make it visible, right? If there's a thing coming on, if they know there's a firm coming to the Emirates or whatever, they're there. They're there. All these firms are still around, but they're like under the radar now.
Yeah.
They can't advertise it because they know as soon as they advertise it, the police are straight on them. And like, it's all a little bit like the bushwhackers at Millwall and the ICF. And they're still there.
Leeds service.
Oh yeah, the Millwall one's definitely still
they're still there.
100%.
Millwall.
But it is what it is. But it just winds me up, man, because it's showing disrespect. Because these people were never there. I mean, that silly little cunt. Sorry to say that, but that woman.
No, I've already said it, so don't worry about it.
Calling herself a bloody Gooner, and she was a Man United fan, and now she's an Arsenal fan, and she calls herself a Gooner. What the fuck?
That's just bitches anyway, though, isn't it?
Well, I'm not sorry, but
it's just I don't like these people that follow on what's good at the time and all this and the other. But there's a lot of guys that do that as well. There's one or two I could call out right now that probably won't be Arsenal fans in the next few years. But I'm not going to do that. But at the end of the day, that's just the way it is. I mean, same as the Forest executive crew. I mean, Forest never bigged up them. Forest bigs up the history and always has. And it bigs up the fans. And it's always been about the fans. Same as Newcastle. I think the problem you've got right now, Jez, is you've got people, and no disrespect, Steve, but you've got Yanks who've took over their club who don't give a shit about Arsenal. don't give a flying fuck about it. They changed the culture. They don't want to envelop the history. They don't want the fans to understand the history, because if the fans understood the history, then they would want more. So they want to just envelop the Arsenal that is today, so that they can mince off that and earn money off that. And they're earning money left, right, and centre. And they've got Arteta as a front man who's always going to get the shit, although he don't get no shit because 80% of your fans are absolute fucking idiots who will just accept anything. I mean, talking about Havertz, as you know, he's starting to shine now. What is he starting to shine? Is he starting to shine shoes? I mean, I don't know what he's starting to shine, to be honest. It's just ridiculous, man. And my biggest issue with all of it is like, Jez, you're 62, man, and you want to see fucking things happening, and you want to see your club rise again. Yeah, which I can totally understand. But with these fucking retards, you ain't gonna see that.
Mate, I question it. Sadly, mate, Yeti, I have to question it. I have to question it. The fact is that I think Arsenal, as the club that I grew up with, is done and dusted and gone, buried.
Yeah, I agree.
And we're never going to see the likes of it ever again. I mean, I got questioned the other day about, Jez, why do you get so upset about Arsenal and the names that of the history of these firms and that? Well, it's probably because I grew up with it.
Big up
I've
kudos.
seen it. I've seen how it was. I grew up in Highbury. I saw the success, the great teams, and how the how can I put it? The neighbourhood around it. It was a community. That community is gone because Arsenal Football Club now is a brand.
Yeah,
it's a brand.
100%.
When it was a great football club, yeah, it wasn't international as it is now, and I've not got a problem with that. That's fine. That is fine. But it was all around Highbury, and you had Tottenham all around Tottenham, Chelsea all around Chelsea, Nottingham Forest all around Nottingham. Yeah, you had Notts County. You had
I can see us overdoing you in the next 2 or 3 years.
Not at all surprised. Wouldn't be at all surprised. Totally, mate. I will accept that because at the end of the day, we're going absolutely dog shit. Unfortunately, this was once a great club. It was. It's not anymore. It's just a brand. It's a brand. We sell it around the world and sell millions of bloody football shirts and this, that, and the other, and it's bullshit, man. This bullshit. Visit Rwanda. Right?
I mean, what is that? So why didn't they go there for the friendlies then?
Exactly. Who the fuck wants to go to Rwanda?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Lovely people, I'm sure. I'm absolutely convinced they're pretty lovely people. Who the fuck wants to go there?
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Are you going to get the Arsenal players going there to their luxury 5-star all-inclusive holidays? No. No. I'm fed up with the bullshit, man.
I don't blame you.
Yeah, I understand. I mean, and I think Newcastle's probably going to overdo you as well.
I mean, we still gotta. Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. We still have to go do it because
yeah, of course you do.
Because we all would agree. It's annoying as fuck when people crown someone a king when they haven't even stepped near the throne. Newcastle haven't done shit for 50 fucking years. So I haven't done anything to overtake Arsenal. Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. Maybe we have a brighter future, but anyone can say that about anything.
I just think you have a better plan. I mean, I don't know what Arsenal's plan is. I mean, to be quite honest, I mean, coming to January, yeah, I wouldn't even be surprised if they lose out on Tony because they start offering stupid money, and then Tottenham comes in and just offers the right money. It wouldn't shock me at all because whenever Arsenal try and sign somebody, they go with I'll give you £3.
Cheap and cheerful.
Exactly. They try and do it on a budget. And that to me shows a team that's not 100% on what they're trying to do. Do you know what I mean? I mean, I'm not being horrible to Arsenal. I am. I am being horrible on the Arsenal that is today. But the Arsenal that is yesterday was fucking quality. They had absolute quality. They had so many fucking good quality players. It's shocking. It's a shame.
It's gone. I don't know. All the time we've got Arteta, Edu and I'm not blaming the Cronkies because at the end of the day, the Cronkies released the money.
Yeah, I agree. I don't blame them.
If
they don't understand any of it anyway.
Sorry?
They don't understand any of it anyway. They're just businessmen who just put people in the right place and think that's the right thing to do. So I wouldn't blame them. They're putting the money forward.
They've got a business philosophy, right? They're serious businessmen, right? But you can't deny, no Arsenal fan can deny that they don't give the money. £700 million has been given to this Arteta clown.
Yeah.
Right? And he still hasn't got what we need.
Exactly. So how can you blame the owners?
I've bored with talking about that because at the end of the day, it just winds me up. The fact of the matter is, we started this stream talking about YouTube and all that and everything. I'm going to have to bounce in a minute anyway. But
yeah, that works.
The fact is, all I'm going to say to anybody out there, if you want to give it a go, give it a go. Yeah. It's not as bad as you think.
No.
It's takes a bit of balls to start with, but the only advice I'd give to you, if you're doing it right, is set it up. Do as the Yetis quite rightly said. Do some private streams, right? Get it going. You can do private streams with anyone, right? Off camera.
Or Jez, you could start even, sorry to cut you off, but you could record videos first and then publish them.
Yeah. Hit me up on Instagram if you want. We can do some private streams,
Yeah.
See how you go.
And just enjoy it and just put yourself out there. Don't worry about the hate because when you first start, you ain't going to get the hate.
Yeah, not at all.
No.
You're not going to get it. As you build and build and build and build, and as you go on different channels, then you're going to get the idiots come in. But just take the piss out of them.
Yeah.
Just laugh at them.
Yeah.
Because you're better than them.
Soon go away.
Yeah. You're putting, at the end of the day, you're putting yourself out there. They ain't. You know what I mean? You're actually putting yourself out there. You're putting your face out there so you can be easily recognized and all this, that, and the other. So you're actually doing that. They ain't. They're just in the chat. Yeah. And one thing I will say is, like, you know, it's just I fucking forgot what I was on about now. Yeah, there was something, but I forgot what I was going to say.
You good?
I tell you what, right? Yeah, I've got it again. There's no right way to do it,
Yes. Yeah.
but just be yourself.
Do it
That is
your
my
way.
best advice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just got to do it your way. What you feel comfortable with
Mm.
is what will make you happy and make maybe success. I don't know. I mean, yeah, kudos. I'm starting some content soon.
Yeah.
I'm doing general vids on the state of football, not fan stuff. Yeah, great. Go for it, man. Do it.
You're a Spurs fan, aren't you? Kudos. So
Yeah.
I mean, we can totally add you to our community and have a Spurs fan in our community.
Give it a crack.
I don't think the Arsenal fans are like that too much, but I mean, you can totally do that. You've always been supporting me. You've always been supporting Jazz. You've always been supporting all of us. So I mean, we can offer you something back. And if you want to do a private stream with me and Jazz, or me and Steve, or me and anybody, then mate, we're there for you, man. We'll do it.
100%.
Yeah, exactly. The fact is, kudos is a Spurs fan. I got a problem with that.
Yeah.
I go on Tottenham shows, man, and we have great debates. And the actual worst one on that particular channel is an Arsenal fan.
An Arsenal fan.
Yeah, that was hilarious. That
Not
was.
me. The guy talks absolute bullshit.
Oh, the irony. Oh, the irony.
You know, the actual...
You know what? That was a hilarious stream because I'm there watching, waiting for you, waiting for Tottenham fans to fight with Arsenal fans, and all it was Arsenal fans fighting with each other.
That happens.
It was hilarious.
I said to TJ a few weeks ago, he asked me on last night, and I said to him a few weeks ago, mate, I ain't going on there again because all it is a piss take. And he said to me, Jez, you going to come on tonight? I said, mate, all it is us arguing amongst ourselves, or mainly us arguing against that guy. And it happened again last night. And I said afterwards, I was chatting. What's his lovely fella, Stelios.
Yeah, Stel. Yeah.
Right. And he called me out and he said, oh, what's your stream the other night about the firms and that? He said, Jez, were you a naughty boy? And I went, no.
I wouldn't say lovely fella, to be honest, from what I've heard, but yeah.
Huh?
I wouldn't say lovely fella from what I've heard, to be honest. I mean, he gave up.
He's all right.
Yeah, but he gave up the terrace guy's fucking address, man.
Oh, I'll talk to I know what happened.
It's a bit out of order.
Backstage, I'll talk to you about that because
Yeah.
But no, yeah, I
But you know, after like that, I said afterwards, I ain't coming on it again because at the end of the day, it's just a fucking argument all the time with that Arsenal fan. You know, I'm like, fucking, I don't need that shit. You know.
Well, that guy was clueless, to be honest.
He's just clueless, man. He's just clueless. And anyway, man, I'm out of here. So,
see you, Jazz.
Well, big up your channel before you go.
Steve, go on.
You, Jez.
Oh, me. Sorry, man. Sorry.
It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, Arsenal history more. It's all about Arsenal and the history, football reviews, Arsenal stuff, and preview reviews and the history. I'm getting back to doing my history stuff. I haven't done it for ages, but I'm doing it. At the moment, I'm doing some of my own journeys throughout the Arsenal times. And it's hopefully enjoyable and gives you a insight of the Arsenal as it was and how it was back in the times. And it wasn't always an easy journey as a fan. But yeah, thanks, man. Yeti, thanks for having me on. Steve, legend.
Anytime, man. Anytime.
And
peace out, Jazz.
I'm gone, boys. I've got to go.
Peace out, man.
Peace out, Jazz.
Take it easy, mate.
Take care, man.
Take care.
Take it easy, man. Right, okay. So basically, we're gonna cut it short now. It's
Alright.
been like 1 hour, 35 minutes, or whatever.
Yeah.
How do you see you guys going the weekend against Bournemouth? I think you
I
win
actually,
that, mate. To be honest,
I actually think we'll draw. I got this weird fucking feeling, man. I got this
do
weird
you
feeling.
reckon?
Yeah,
I
because
don't think they're good enough, man. To be honest,
sometimes in football you play teams that aren't good enough and you don't win. That's the problem.
this is true.
I
Yeah,
just,
this is
dude,
true.
there's just we drew with them. We fucking drew with them twice last year. 1-1, home and away.
Mm.
We beat
So
them
you got
1-0 in the
history.
Carabao Cup. Huh?
So you got history with 'em.
Yeah. I just they've always they actually have an all right record against us, just Premier League wise in general. So no, I think
I do like that Philip Billing.
Billing. I've always liked Philip Billing.
Yeah,
I've
I
always
think
liked
he's
Philip
got a
Billing.
bright future. To be honest,
I like Philip.
Solanke, I think he's a good player as
Decent.
well. I know you've got a lot of injuries at the minute, but I
Yeah,
still think
that's not even why I think we'll.
you'll come through that.
Oh yeah, we're favorites and all that. I just something. We weren't great against Dortmund. We weren't great
Hmm.
against
Hmm.
Dortmund. Maybe I'm just letting that. I don't know. I don't know.
Think there'll be
I feel like
some
it might
kind
be
of revenge thing though with
what?
losing to Dortmund.
What's up?
Do you think there'll be some kind of revenge thing from losing to Dortmund? Do you
Like a
think
kick,
you'll sort of hype it up for the next
kick in
game?
the boots kind of thing. Like the loss will be like pissing our guys off. Yeah.
Hmm.
I think we'll have a good game. I just feel like there's just something that it just
You
gives
don't seem very confident, mate, to be honest.
no, and it's not. It's bro. I've learned over the years, just trust your gut
Hmm.
instinct. Your gut
Yeah. Oh,
instinct.
I agree with you. Yeah, I
So,
agree
like
with
I
you
just
on
think
that.
there's just
Yeah.
something about the game. We draw to them
Yeah.
all freaking time, and I said the same thing about Wolves, and we drew. I don't know.
Yeah.
We're just a bit
Yeah.
stop-start right now. That's all. Happens.
I think you'll win. I think I'm probably more confident than you, so
Right.
maybe I should be a
Now,
Newcastle fan and you should go to somewhere else.
stop. Swap for us for Newcastle. Yeah.
He's a fake fan, this Steve man.
Super
He's a
fake.
fake fan. Well, he's over here. No, he ain't over there. Is he over there? Is he over here? He's over here.
I actually think you'll beat West Ham. There you go.
Hey, that was what I was going to ask you afterwards. Yeah.
Yeah. No,
What
I
do you
do
think
think you'll
about
beat
us?
West Ham.
Did you see us against Aston Villa last weekend?
Yeah.
We was amazing, man.
Yeah. And can you do that exact same kind of game plan against
That's
West Ham?
the
Yes.
that's the key. That's the key.
Keep Jared
Can
Bowen
we do it
quiet.
again?
If you can keep
Yeah.
Jared Bowen quiet, you guys, like I
Mm.
said earlier, you guys were so efficient. You kept
We were solid, mate.
you
We were
kept the
solid.
threats completely quiet. I don't remember. Did Vlaco Dimos have any big saves to make in that game?
Nope. I think he had one. I think from Diaby,
Yes.
and
Yes.
he handled that perfectly. So I mean, I call
you
him
can hit.
Dave because
think-
I can't do his name.
What's your
so
record like at West Ham?
I
then?
think his name is Chakademus and Pliers, so yeah, I'll go with that. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, he did what he did. Turner was terrible against Liverpool in that third goal. No
Mhm.
idea what he was fucking doing, to be
Yeah.
honest. I think he was playing Jenga or something.
To be
I
fair,
don't
if
know what he
anyone was
doing.
in goal, I didn't see you guys winning the game. But you are right.
Yeah. Fair play to that, man. And it's great having you on the stream
Of course.
again. And also, last time we was on was I think with Tony Claude Gunner, who one
Yes.
of my first,
Yeah.
one
Love
of
Tony.
my not
Good guy.
first streams, but one of my other first kind of streams. So it's been awesome having you on. Big up Wolfgang as well. He's total legend. So make sure you follow Wolfgang. If you want to shout your stuff out, Steve, man.
Yeah, I'm doing what's that called? My YouTube is just Strasbourg Steve, but you could find me a lot of different places. So yeah,
In jail.
yeah. with women all over me. Yeah, all that stuff. Yep, totally, man. Totally. When I'm not watching football, I'm fucking. Sure, we'll go with that.
Yeah, exactly,
We'll go
man.
with that.
Oh, don't go any other way, is
Thanks
it?
for having me on, bro. Good talking with you.
Yeah, no problem, man. Anytime. Right, okay, so we're gonna call this now, and thank you everyone that's been in here, them likes it, them subscribes. Big up to all of you. I hope you had fun. I hope you had a laugh because it was just an impromptu stream, just a random one, and I've loved every minute of it. So take it easy, guys. See you later.